Hi, I'm Dennis Green, the president and founder of Church Development. We take a unique approach to stewardship-based church capital campaigns. Let me tell you a story. When my youngest child, John, was 6 years old, I was tucking him into bed, and after prayers, he said to me, "Wait a minute, Dad, tell me about yourself. What do you do for a living?" Now, I knew he was stalling, but I thought, well, this might be a teachable moment. So I said, "John, now think about your illustrated Bible. Do you remember where Jesus was baptized?" He said, "Sure, that was the Jordan River." I said, "You're right." "Now, do you remember where he walked on the water?" He said, "Well, yeah, that was the Sea of Galilee." I said, "You're right." "Now, do you know where the water goes after it leaves the Sea of Galilee?" He said, "I have no idea." Well, let me tell you a story. It flows out of the Sea of Galilee, and then it flows into another body of water called the Dead Sea. Nothing lives in the Dead Sea. Now, there's a big difference. There's a big reason for that. The Sea of Galilee is surrounded by communities and farms and people and villages, and it's full of life, fishermen and fish. But the Dead Sea has nothing in it. Now, I think the reason why is that God's blessings flow through the Sea of Galilee. But when they get into the Dead Sea, they stop there. They become stagnant and brackish and lifeless. I think God created us to be like the Sea of Galilee, where we're a conduit for God's blessings. That's what I do for a living at Church Development. Well, that story did the trick. That put him to sleep. Well, our work proceeds from Scripture. My favorite is 1 Peter 4:10, where Scripture instructs us that God has blessed us with all we have, and it's up to us to figure out how to use that in service to our fellow humans. Now, we're informed by research too. We've collected a ton of data about what works over the past 20 years. We've raised hundreds of millions of dollars for hundreds of different churches, and we share those unique insights into best practices. Now, each campaign is tailored so that the unique circumstances of your church is reflected in the campaign plan that we create for you. You can choose the level of service that you receive from us, whether it's comprehensive or just consulting if you'd like to do the work yourself. We publish our research. Here's our latest book. Call me if you'd like to get a copy of this. You can also read our blog. We share our research there as well. Now, when your campaign is over, it's not really over. We're with you for 3 years in the collection period, and we help you establish a planned giving effort as well. Prayer is the essential component of our campaign. We want to make sure that the decision to give is between the individual and God, not pressure. So we see ourselves as servants of those who are on a deliberate spiritual path. Now let me close with a story. Just this past Wednesday, I had dinner with a friend of mine. I first got to know him 20 years ago when he hired us to run a campaign for his church for a new boiler and a new roof. Over the subsequent 5 campaigns of 20 years now, he told me, never has our church had a higher morale, more enthusiasm, and a readiness to invite other people to come join our church than in that time right after our church capital campaigns. So for me, this was very affirming to know that it works. So call me. If I can give you our book, our stewardship system book, or a subscription to our stewardship system, or our free pre-campaign diagnostic so you can understand how much you can raise and how much it might cost, please call or email me at any time. Thank you. Go forth and God bless.